These are game-changing reseller hacks that you definitely want to do. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark. Today I want to talk about different reselling hacks that I've learned over the years of reselling. I'm approaching my 5th year of reselling and I've learned some really important things that have made it easy for me to succeed in reselling. So I wanted to share that with you today. These are just 5 things that will really improve your day-to-day activities. So if this is something that interests you, please feel free to keep watching and like it if you like the content, and subscribe if you want to see more reselling content. I do reselling videos every single Thursday, so I would love to have you stick around. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first reselling hack that I want to talk about is scheduling your pickups for the USPS. So this really makes a big difference because for me, I used to have to go out to the post office, which was 10 minutes away, and so it'd be a 10-minute drive there, 10-minute drive back, plus whatever wait time I would have at the post office, and most of the time there would be a wait. So it was just time consuming and it would take at least a half hour out of my day, if not more. And so scheduling the pickups is so convenient because you could leave it outside your doorstep, you can leave it in the mailbox, or you can leave it on your porch depending on where you live, and then the USPS will just pick it up when they come and drop off mail for the day. So this saves you so much time, first off, because all you have to do is put it outside or put it in the mailbox, and so right there you're saving 30 minutes. But then also you don't have to worry about if there's a line at the post office or if there is traffic or anything like that. It's all handled with just bringing it outside. And so this is really convenient, and I started doing this a while ago and it saved me so much time, and I have more time to get other things done. So what I normally do is I'll schedule a pickup at night if I have anything. You have to schedule it before 1 a.m. the morning of, so I normally wait until about 12:30 or so that night to schedule it in case I make any more sales. And then you just type in your address, and then you type in how many packages you have and where you're going to be putting them. So I always say in the mailbox or at the front door, and it's really simple, and a lot of the times they'll pick it up in the middle of the day. So I really enjoy doing this. I think the only downside to scheduling a pickup is that you don't get a physical receipt. So if it doesn't start scanning right away, if it doesn't start tracking, that could sometimes be a little bit of an issue. But for me, they start tracking several hours, if not less than several hours, after they pick them up. So normally this is not a problem for me. And you also get a confirmation email that your pickup was scheduled and that the pickup was actually picked up, so you can use that as your confirmation as well. So again, I think this really helps you save a lot of time, and I think it's very beneficial to do. And so if you're not already scheduling your pickups, you should totally do it, because you'll be surprised how much time you save and how much less frustrations you have. The next reseller hack that I want to talk about is having a mannequin to take your photos. So I talked about this in my last video, I'll link it up here if you haven't seen that, but I really think having a mannequin makes all the difference in taking your photos. And I think if you don't normally think that you need it, but then once you have it, you realize just how much it makes a big difference in your photos and the photo quality. And so for a while I was just hanging things up on a backdrop and I was taking my photos at night because that was when I had the most time. But then I got a mannequin about a month or so ago. It was actually on sale on Facebook. Somebody listed it really cheap, and so of course I bought it. And now I take my listings during the day on the mannequin, and the photos just come out so much better. The lighting is good, there's no weird shadows, and so I think it really helps too, because it's easier for someone to be able to see the fit of the shirt or the pants or the dress or anything like that. So I think it really helps, and I think it makes a big difference, and your photos just look so much more professional. Now if you want to take this last one up a notch as well, you could also order feet mannequin, which are just for stuffing shoes, and this also helps to decipher how a shoe is worn. Again, I talked about this in my last video, but I think it really just helps show the style of the shoe, and sometimes you can't show it without having to try it on yourself, and I know some people aren't comfortable doing that. So getting shoe feet mannequin is really helpful to do, and I think both of these, whether it be a body mannequin or feet mannequin, I think it really improves your listings, and it goes a long way. Okay, so the next hack that I want to talk about is actually having a virtual assistant to share your closet for you. So I use Posture VA, and I started doing this probably about 6 to 7 months ago. maybe if not even more, and I have loved it since, because not only does it do all my sharing for me, which is the majority of what I have it do, but it will also send out offers, it will follow, it will share other like community shares, and it just kind of does everything that you need it to do. All the nitty-gritty details that you don't want to do on a day-to-day basis on Poshmark, it does for you. And the other good thing about this too is you can delist and relist. So this is really helpful because no longer do you have to figure out how long an item has been listed before you can relist it, because you have to wait like the 60-day period before you can relist, or else it won't show up in the new feed. So this helps you because you can just say, I want you to share, or I want you to delist and relist anything that was shared 60 days or more ago. And so it will relist those items that are stale and old. And a lot of the times, those are the items that actually sell the quickest because they're being relisted and they're put in the new feed. So this saves you a lot of time. Same thing with, dropping off the pickups at the door, is it makes it so easy because you save so much time during the day that you could be spending on other activities. And so no longer do you have to sit there and waste time sharing. And for me, I was sharing all day trying to get as many shares as I could. So I'd be clicking on all the listings. And so, doing this is just a huge hack. And I think it goes such a long way. And it pays for itself very quickly. So like you can do a free trial, but as soon as the free trial was over, I was like, yeah, I need to continue doing this because I can't do my reselling life without it anymore. And so I highly recommend doing it if you haven't already. And if you're afraid that it's not going to be worth it, just try it, do the free trial, and you'll realize very quickly that it's totally worth it. And if you want to check out Posher VA, click the link down below. I have a link to sign up to start a free trial, and you could also get a discount off of your first month using the link in the description. But like I said, I highly recommend it, and I think it will go a long way for you and your business. So the next reseller hack I highly recommend is getting a label printer for your business. So I used to use a regular printer, and I would then cut out the label from a 8x11 sheet of paper, and one, it just wouldn't look as professional. Two, I would spend forever cutting out the label and then taping it on with the packing tape, and it would just take up so much more time and so many more supplies, and I just felt like it was just like too much extra steps. Then on top of that, I would sometimes run into the issue of I didn't have enough paper, or I didn't have enough ink, or anything like that. And then like I would have printer issues. My printer would constantly like break down on me, and so one day when I was having printer issues, I got a label printer, and that had changed the game for me. It made it so much easier to do because all you do is hook it up to your computer, and then you click print, and then it prints it, and you don't have to cut it out or anything. All you have to do is peel it off. It's like a sticker, and then you put it on the package. So it just makes it look a lot more professional. This is what a lot of companies do. And there's no more like cutting it out and taping it on, and like there's no more extra steps. So it's a lot less wasteful. And the benefit too of the label printer that I have is it's a thermal printer. So you don't need to replace the ink, which is, so much more efficient, because too many times I would run out of ink late at night and I wouldn't be able to get packages out the next day. So the only thing that you have to replace on this is like the paper, but the paper lasts so long because it comes in like a giant stack. So I haven't had to replace the paper yet, and I've had this for over a year. So I think it's very beneficial to have a label printer, and it's smaller and it's a lot more convenient. And so I highly recommend getting it if you haven't already. I'll link the one that I bought down below. It's actually on sale for 31% off, meaning that it's only $57 right now, which is a steal. And so if you wanted to take the plunge for a while, I think now is the time to try it out. You don't have to invest a lot, and I think you'll actually really like it. So if you are not ready to take the plunge on getting a VA, I totally understand, but here is a hack that you can do instead, that will at least help you a little bit, and help you share more and share quicker. Using the bulk share feature on Poshmark really can make it so you can share a lot faster, so you don't have to click through anymore. It used to be where you have to click share every single time, and then you had to click on each item and then click share. Now all you have to do is click the bulk share and then filter on available, and then scroll through as it checks off all your items in your closet, and then you hit share and it will share everything for you. So using this feature will save you so much time. I used to take me like up to 10 minutes to share my closet just because I'd have to go through each item. Now using the bulk share feature, I think it reduced it down to about 3 minutes or so, give or take how many listings you have. So It really helps you save time, and it's a lot more efficient, and while it's going through and sharing everything, you can do other things. So I highly recommend using the bulk share feature if you haven't already. And again, make sure that you have filtered on available items, and make sure that you are scrolling through the listings before you click share, because otherwise you will only share the first 40. And finally, as like a bonus tip, I wanted to talk about, if you are on multiple platforms, having a cross-listing tool would be very helpful. I am only on Poshmark, so I don't have a cross-listing tool, but for those that are on multiple platforms and need a better way to cross-post, instead of posting everything individually on each platform, having a tool such as Vendoo or List Perfectly or any of those kind of things would really help you, because that way you can manage your inventory. And so like if something sells on one platform, you can delist it using the tool. You could also relist and delist like you can with the VA. So if you are on multiple platforms and you need a better way to cross-post and handle all your inventory, this is a great way to do it using a tool. And I've heard really great things about both, and whenever I take the plunge and get on another platform, I will definitely get one of these, because I think it will help, improve your day-to-day activities. So all in all, these are the reselling hacks that really help me improve my day-to-day reselling. I think it really helps to do these things, because sometimes it's just a matter of like saving some time so you can do something else, and just being more productive. And these things have helped me not only make more sales, but be more productive in general and get more things done and have more time to do other things. So if you want to see a video on things that you should and shouldn't do on Poshmark, and also what can get you banned, click right here. And also if you want to see new features that Poshmark has released recently that will help you be successful on the app, click right here. But until next time, I will see you then.